Business idea. You know about car washes?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Go with me here. Human wash. So here's the way it works is a person pulls up.
I'm going to stop you right
They
there.
walk up. They pay at the machine. They come up to the entrance to the human wash.
Didn't we invent this
An
already?
employee removes all removes all of their clothes.
Stop.
And then they get washed.
This is not...
And then that's it. And then they put the clothes back on.
This is...
Welcome to Learning Absolutely Nothing, the podcast that's always about technology except for when it's not.
Human wash.
Human wash.
I'm your co-host, Liam Halpin. This is my brother, Jack Halpin.
I'm Jack. I run the YouTube channel TechHead2000.
And I'm nobody.
He doesn't run a YouTube channel just yet.
That was unplanned, by the way.
Yeah, I purposefully came up with an idea, really ridiculous and off the cuff and out of pocket and off color. All of these adjectives in order to kind of drop a bomb on you.
Yeah,
So you wouldn't know what
sure
to
did.
expect for the first few. And you even went so far as to use the button.
I did. Because wants to hear about a human wash. Human
But
wash.
the
We
thing
do
is,
that ourselves.
There's nothing weird
If you
about
have to
it.
pay someone to do that, that's like a crime, I think.
No.
Probably a felony.
No. It's just washing. That's all it is.
Yeah. It is.
It's
That's
just
the problem.
washing. Okay, let's see if we have any viewers yet. No, we don't.
I don't think so.
But it's fine. I'm not expecting to get any viewers on the live stream. Mostly this is just,
Does he have one concurrent viewer? Is that a viewer?
generally it always says at least one.
Oh, so it's counting itself.
It's counting itself. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, so we've been talking about doing a podcast for quite a while now, guys. And we actually put a good bit of planning. Oh, Liam is the social media manager here. Why don't you show him that? You don't want to give away people's personal information.
No, I don't.
So how about just tell us some vague information? How many people saw your post on Instagram?
18.
And how long ago did you post that?
53 minutes ago.
See, that's a lot of people.
We had some topics planned.
We have a few topics
Jack wanted
planned.
to talk about solar panels, Linux.
Well, actually, should we set some ground rules first?
yeah. Let's do that.
I'm one to talk. Let's set a couple of ground rules. Oh, we got a like.
Nice.
Hey, thanks for liking. So a couple of ground rules. If somebody says something based, then the other person is required by the rules of the podcast to say, that's a based take. That is based.
All right.
And also another rule is you're not allowed to say yourself is based. You can only give
What if
it.
I am based?
Well, you have to just wait for me to acknowledge it by saying that you're based.
We haven't done it yet. We've been streaming for like 3 minutes. Exactly 3 minutes. See how based I am.
Already learning absolutely nothing.
Okay, what was the other thing?
eBuilddog01 says you're welcome, so that's the person that liked it.
Nice.
Again, thank you for the like. I hope that you stick around with us because we're going to be talking about some cool stuff. If somebody says something that is based, the other person must acknowledge that it is based. You can't give yourself a based. And another thing, too, in order to keep everything on the up and up here, let me switch to me. So I'm actually... If somebody says something that's not based, you must acknowledge that is not very based of you.
Okay, I got it.
So now we kind of know what the rules are. We have two
We do.
viewers now. What's up? It's probably just this dog person. You might know who that is.
Yeah, I do.
Who is it?
It's a female, so you probably shouldn't call her a dog.
Oh, I'm sorry that I called you a dog. I didn't mean to. I just have dog in your username. I imagine you like dogs. I like dogs. Speaking of that, I think that's a good first topic for the podcast. Cat.
Just cat.
So let me tell you something. Did you know that there's a way that if you're allergic to cats, to get a series of shots administered from a doctor that make you not allergic to cats anymore?
Like if you're allergic
Isn't
to their
that
hair.
f***ing cool?
That's very cool. Like if you're allergic to their hair, right?
Yeah, well, technically you're not allergic to their hair. People that have cat allergies are allergic to their saliva.
Oh.
Cats lick themselves.
Kissing the
and-
cat?
Well, see, I find that the allergic reaction is far worse when I kiss the cat. That's why I try not to.
We
I
have a
generally
sister.
just pet them.
We have a sister who's allergic to cats.
Yeah, she dealt
She
with
never
it with
kissed the cat.
copious amounts of Zyrtec.
Yeah, but she wasn't kissing the cat.
She wasn't kissing the cat.
So she was allergic to the cat's hair.
Yeah. No. No. No one's allergic to the hair.
Then
If
how
you
is
were-
the saliva getting in contact
Because
with
the
her?
cat licks himself. I'm not making this up. This is scientific. Go with me. I'm already frustrated. Let me speak directly to the viewers for a second. No one is allergic to cat hair. Everybody has hair on them. Like me and you. Are you trying to fact check me? Everybody has hair on them. Nobody's allergic to hair.
Cat hair allergies are primarily triggered
because of the
by
saliva.
the protein
Yes, I know. You don't even have to finish that.
found in it. You are right. Found in a cat's saliva, skin flakes,
Yeah.
otherwise known
So-
as dander.
When you touch a cat, you're actually coming in contact with the saliva, which people have the allergy to.
Okay, fair enough.
But anyway, you can get a series of shots called immunotherapy that lets you not
Rubbing
be
your
allergic
nose
to
is
them
a
anymore.
symptom of sickness if you're a child.
What did you say?
Some of the symptoms of pet allergies include frequent upward rubbing of the nose in a child.
Ew, what the heck? What is with that phrasing?
Well, I reversed it. But yeah, it is a little weird.
In a child. Okay, so not an adult.
No. If adults rub their nose, perfectly
It's
fine.
weirdly specific.
Also, children like always rub their nose.
I know.
So it's
children
every
are
children is
disgusting
chronically
little
ill.
creatures.
Okay, that's taking it a little too far. But
They kind of are. They're kind of gross. But I can't be mean about kids because I was a kid.
yeah, we were all kids.
Yeah.
Kids are actually kind of amazing.
They're amazing, but they're still kind of gross. They're like licking stuff. And
Okay.
Sticking their hands in their
Okay.
mouth and stuff.
Okay,
and touch
well,
things.
true, yeah. I would agree
How
with
are
the sen-
kids not like dead? Because they get a bunch of germs.
Kids are, well,
You know
it's
what
not
I'm
the
trying to say?
germs. It's good for their immune system.
Hey, nice callback.
Yeah.
Immunotherapy.
Based,
Become
right?
immune to cats.
It's based.
Yeah.
Kids are
pretty
little
based of you
suicide
to
machines.
say.
Huh?
Kids are little suicide machines?
Yes.
Oh, actually,
they're constantly
you're
trying to hurt themselves.
100% right. They are. They're just how much can I harm myself while causing the most collateral damage? That's just a kid's entire purpose for existing.
So, anyways, what were we saying about cat saliva, hair allergies, and the cure?
The cure is immunotherapy. You go to a doctor and they prescribe a shot that has cat allergen in it. I assume liquid cat. Liquid cat cat liquid. Liquid of a cat. They inject it into you. And what's crazy is my coworker today was telling me about it, and they don't even need to do the shot. They could just give you all the vials, and you just do it at home.
He didn't phrase it like that.
yourself.
He's like, the solution to your cat allergy is that we just inject you with more cat liquid.
Yeah, there's a woman.
It was it. That's relevant.
That's not pertinent, yeah, but still, you say he, and it's 2026.
I'm sorry I misgendered the person who I don't know.
Gender's right!
Okay. What was our...
I get a little worked up.
Do you?
Okay. That's what the bleep button's for, because I
Watch-
have a very unstable temper.
Want to talk about solar panels?
I'm not done talking about cats.
Okay,
I want to
okay.
talk about how cool it is that I could literally just go to a doctor and say, "Fix me. I want a cat in my life."
Are you actually allergic to cats?
Yeah.
Oh. You've
Very.
ever been around one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Plenty of times. I've been around random cats that gave me allergies, but then I was around a cat at somebody's house, and they were treating the cat's fur with an enzyme that was breaking the saliva down. And I wasn't allergic to that cat, and that was the only one.
Oh.
So scientifically, I proved that it works that it's saliva, basically. Because again, I stand by the fact that I don't think anybody can be allergic to hair.
Want to find out?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna pull some of your hair out
Sniff
and
your hair or something?
make me smell it or something.
I guess I did say it in a really creepy way.
You said you want to find out.
I did, yeah. This is why bad things happen, is I don't
How
understand
long have
social
we been
cues.
streaming? I wonder if the dog
9
person
minutes.
is still watching. I think so. Hey,
Jeez.
if you're still out there, I don't know your name. Let me know in the comment. Let me know in the chat box so we can. If you have any ideas for stuff we can talk about, we will gladly listen because we are not a big channel. We are not popular, so we don't have a lot of people in the comments trying to be like, do this, do that, and we like to be that. You can do that for us.
You can't be allergic to hair.
Do that for us, okay?
Yes,
Do
that.
us this favor,
I was in another dimension. Yeah, that'd be nice.
please. We're begging you. We're literally begging you. It's pretty pathetic. She says that I'm allergic to cats too.
Oh. Did she just give you a subscription?
No, I think that's like a thing for when you are the number one commenter on something.
Oh.
Which
She is number one. She's the
Understandable.
only commenter so far.
correct. She's our biggest fan. You know what? In a few years, when we're as famous as Linus Tech Tips, The Basement Yard, Twit Podcast, all those, she's going to be able to say that she was the very first one to watch.
This is true.
So that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. But anyway, we can't get too meta here. We have things to talk about. Can you be allergic to hair?
No.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
No.
Because hair is literally just hair. It's basically hair.
According
You
to
know what I mean? Like
the BBC.
Hair is innocuous.
What does innocuous mean?
Innocuous means like non-threatening.
Oh.
Like not a threat to you.
I've never been threatened by a hair before.
Exactly.
Except unless it was in food. Then it was very threatening.
That's pretty based of you to say.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
No hair can show up.
It's time for another topic.
Yeah.
We got to mark cats off the list. Done. Oh, actually, why don't we have a little intermission where we talk about our technology?
So we're gonna talk about our whole setup and how many.
Well, not the... Well, most... Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have an insane amount of computers on this table right now.
Yeah, so
It's not even
basically
funny.
the core of it is a 2024...
24, yeah.
2024 Mac Mini. It's the most recent one right now. They don't release Macs super often. Well, they don't release desktop Macs often. It's an M4 Mac running Tahoe, I think. It's running a custom OBS.
You
setup.
drive a Yaris, sir. You don't run a Tahoe.
Hey, hey,
That was a bad joke.
dude. We need like we are legally distinct from the WAN show, but they have a bell that they ring when someone does a good pun. I think we need that.
Probably.
Anyway, Mac Mini, OBS. We have a custom setup with our mics. That's Liam. That's me. That's both of us. The keyboard, you may have noticed, is an 8-bit mechanical keyboard. It is one of the ones that they make that looks like old tech. It looks like an old Nintendo Entertainment System. It came with this button so we can say really words like and they're never gonna know what I said unless they can read lips.
What the are you saying, bro?
Don't say that's a bad word, bro.
I said word.
Don't say the word.
I'll go if I say it.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh,
I'm making fun of people.
that may have sounded like the F word, actually. Anyway, this was $99 with the buttons and a joystick at Best Buy. I don't know if it's still that cheap. It's probably going to get a lot cheaper because apparently almost got political. This is my laptop. It's a fantastic... We can talk about tariffs, right? I'm excited that there won't be tariffs anymore. Maybe we'll just not go there. This is my HP laptop. It's running Linux Mint Cinnamon. I'm a Linux user.
That was one of our topics. Want to talk about that?
Linux, yeah. Well, we'll get there.
Well, all I have left is my boring
All of my
Asus
stickers.
laptop.
Gotta talk about the stickers.
Okay.
Tech 901 is the school I graduated from. We have today I'm Serious Goose. Stay strapped. That is a sticker that came with a printer. It's a AI generated panda in an inner tube. That's what's going on from the old YouTube video. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. That's Neuro Spicy. That's me. Another panda from the printer. That one says, "It's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine." It's upside down. Remember to turn off your computer on midnight on 12/31/1999. And then employees must stop crying before returning to work. Sorry, the stickers weren't part of the laptop technically, but I guess they are.
Okay.
Anyway, tell them about your computer. What you got?
I'm running an Asus VivoBook 15. It was built in
You wanna
2024.
show it off?
It's all hooked up right now.
It tilted. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So it's an Asus.
It's
which
got
is
an Ultra
good.
7, 16 core. It's on RTX 3050, 16 gigs of RAM, terabyte SSD. It's got a nice OLED screen. That's basically why I have it. It has Dolby Atmos.
Oh, let's talk about RAM later.
Oh yes, the great RAMs.
Because I had a thought, but I'll save it as a topic.
Okay, I do want to talk about Linux though.
Okay, but hold on before we finish here. This is a HyperX Quadcast. I got it from Target for about $130. It's okay. It's noticeably not as good as that one, which is a Yeti Blue, which is literally it's like the stereotype mic for YouTubers. Everyone has one.
Yep.
It's a good mic. It's a great mic.
Okay.
You're
done?
This is a mouse. I don't like these, but my Logitech mouse was acting.
It's a Magic Mouse
so
2.
I'm using the Magic Mouse. It's pretty cool. All right. Oh, phones, man. I have an iPhone 15 Pro. That's the one that told me about cats.
Okay.
This is my iPhone 15 Pro.
Who is that?
Her name is Lynn. Linux.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I got this 3 years ago. It's great. I had to replace the screen once, but that's because I threw it.
Wait, hold up.
On Thanksgiving.
Stop right there. How did you throw it?
Is this a topic now?
That thing is $1,000.
First, we gotta get yours out of the way. This looks like an E.
That is an E.
Okay.
Thank you for shaming me for being poor. How did you throw your...
There's nothing wrong with the E.
This is $600. It doesn't have a wide angle. And it doesn't have MagSafe.
So you can't get Jabba the Hutt images.
No, what?
Jabba the Hutt. Did you not see my text?
Oh, I saw that, but I would rather have forgotten that, actually.
So I like using the wide angle camera on my phone to take really cursed images of myself. This is my latest one. That's Jabba the Hutt.
It has been 15 minutes and we haven't started talking about any of our topics
50?
yet. 15.
Oh. Jabba the Hutt's cousin.
Which is kind of amazing because look at the he has
Like,
0.65 chins here. There's not even one.
Yeah, I have a pretty angled face. You can see it when I'm clean shaven. Normally I have a beard. I shaved it just for the podcast so we would be more matchy. And we actually do look really similar. If you didn't know us, you'd probably assume we were related. Anyway, let's move on to a topic. Do you want to talk about what is it? Talking about
Linux.
Linux? Do you want to talk about Linux?
Let's talk about Linux. I don't know enough about Linux for my job title.
I'm a bit of a Linux expert. I don't use Linux at work purely because I'm an IT manager at a company that uses only Microsoft products through and through. It doesn't have to be a Microsoft rant necessarily. Because I would probably take over the whole podcast.
Let's go to the Microsoft
whoever just
rant.
joined the stream, welcome. Be sure to drop down in the chat box. What's going on? What's up? How are you? If you have any ideas for stuff we could talk about, please let us know because our list is pretty short. But let's talk about Linux.
What is Linux?
Linux is an operating system kernel. I say kernel.
What is a kernel?
Let me explain kernel versus operating system. I'm going to use a car analogy here. Maybe. Never mind. The car analogy. A kernel is kind of like the base of it. It's all of the. It's like the base level code, where every kernel is the same at its base, like what actually runs the operating system, what runs the drivers, what runs all the interfaces and everything like that. All the same. All Linux. Different. That's a kernel. Different distributions are what are the actual operating systems. Ubuntu, Mint, Cinnamon, which I have here, which is technically the Cinnamon version of Mint. It's the closest to Windows UI-wise. There's Fedora, Red Hat's good for servers, etc. It's all open source. It's developed by the community. They never charge for anything, although they do accept donations. It's lean. It's reliable. It's extremely customizable. Like, that's the biggest selling point of Linux. It's very customizable. You can basically have it do anything you want for your needs. Never requires any kind of login from Microsoft. It does not need Microsoft to be installed all the time. Updating is very easy. It generally starts faster than Windows, shuts down more reliably than Windows. I've gotten it to work with every single peripheral and audio device that I've ever used in my entire life. And also, they don't spy on you. They don't sell your data, and there are no ads. I'm speaking directly to you, Microsoft. There are no ads in the operating system that's free. So, tell me why there are ads in the one that cost money.
Let's talk about Microsoft.
We're talking about Linux, though.
No, let's talk about Microsoft.
I have a lot of pent-up rage towards Microsoft, and I'm worried that I'm probably going to break the bleep button. I will legitimately break it.
How about this? I propose a solution.
I'm listening.
I'll talk about Microsoft, and then you can come in and say things that make you angry, so that we can talk about everything, but hopefully keep it a little bit cool. And I'll go topic by topic, and we'll talk about all the things that I don't like, and then you can comment on it.
Okay. Again, though, I just want to say this. I don't want this to be a Microsoft podcast necessarily. So let's kind of do, how about this? Speed run. Tell me about Microsoft. What do you think about Microsoft?
So, here's something that tells you a lot about Microsoft. I have right here, a computer that is more powerful than probably all the other computers on this desk. It still takes large fractions of a minute to boot up Microsoft Word and large fractions of a minute to save anything. This computer has 16 cores.
You expect a little more.
And I also have another computer. It's a Mac Mini. It's basically the same as the one we're streaming on right now.
Identical.
Microsoft Word boots up immediately, and it saves immediately.
The computer boots up immediately.
And this is software that Microsoft made. Microsoft made this software. Now, we could get into
so
everything.
why is it running faster on a Mac than on a Windows computer? That's
the
more
Get a Mac
powerful?
ads from the 2000s, maybe 2010s.
They have never been more relevant than they are now.
Those aged perfectly. When the Mac guy said that he was a better Mac than the Windows guy, that never changed. Macs are better personal computers, just like as an amorphous term, than PCs are still.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed. If you're like a big tech guy, maybe there's some
Can I cut in?
nuances. Yes.
I'm not speaking for him, but I'm speaking for myself that I am not an Apple fanboy. I don't look down upon people that use Android, and I don't look down upon people that use Windows. I merely respect and understand when people pick Linux or when somebody just picks what works for them. You know what I mean? Anyway, I just wanted to make that clear because people that are like Apple fanboys, like they'll support Apple to the end. Apple makes mistakes. People that don't acknowledge Apple's mistakes are fanboys. People that know that they make mistakes but still just know that they're generally better in most cases, based.
Want to talk about Teams?
Yeah, Microsoft Teams is Microsoft's application suite for communication. Think of it like Slack, a professional version of Discord, if you will. It's borderline.
Professional is pushing it.
Borderline doesn't function most of the time. It's riddled with bugs. The UI is terribly designed, and most people really, really don't like it. I'm one of them.
The only thing that really saves the Microsoft suite these days is Excel, I feel like. Excel sort of works.
I love
compared to Word.
Excel, personally. I very much love Microsoft Excel. It works fine. Okay, now the Microsofty parts of it where it's like, sign in and save this to OneDrive. It's like,
Yeah,
shut up.
that is... I got to talk about that.
Let me just do my math.
Okay?
Let me do my math.
This is what I was getting at. On Mac OS, it just says, save. Where would you like to save to? Here's some recents, but you can just pick.
Old versions of Office did that.
Yes.
Wait, how did we
now,
get so far?
In Microsoft Word, it's like, oh, we want you to... We're going to assume that you are smart
Sorry, I was checking my mic level. Go ahead.
and save to our proprietary cloud service, OneDrive, which I don't know anyone who uses it. Do you? Do you know someone who uses OneDrive?
Are we not counting enterprise usage?
No.
No, I don't.
Okay. Most people just save it to their local machine.
I don't use it at home. You know? Like,
Actually, now that I think about it, no one's using Word. They're using Google Docs for everything.
Most people are using Google Docs, and that's important for me to say. So I'm a big believer in there are no solutions, only trade-offs. With Microsoft Suite versus Google Suite. Google is free, and it's quite reliable, and it literally does everything Office does, but you're giving literally all of your information to Google.
This is true. Have
There's-
you read the terms and agreement from making a Gmail account?
Ooh.
We should just do that
The
on
last time
stream.
I was presented with these terms and conditions, I was 7.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I've had
sure.
my account for a long
I'm pretty
time.
sure
But no.
they think I'm 31.
Spiritually, yeah. Dude, when I set up my Gmail account, he put my birthday as 1974. But anyway, I think we fixed it later. But whatever. But the point is, yeah, Google having all your stuff is rough.
They literally say, just in plain terms, we will read all of your emails.
Because it's all on their servers.
Yeah.
They have the right to.
And you're giving them that information because you don't really have a choice. It's Gmail. Everyone uses it, which is a problem.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a Microsoft rant, though. We're not just a big tech rant.
Yeah. But anyway, so can I say no solutions, only trade-offs?
Yeah.
With Microsoft, you have an industry leader. The data is normally fine if you're storing it locally. But it kind of sucks to use. With Google, it's just as usable as Microsoft, but cheaper. But they have all your data. Third option. LibreOffice. Runs natively on
Libre.
Linux. LibreOffice?
What is Libre?
LibreOffice, my friend, is an open source clone of Microsoft Office. It can run and edit. It can open and edit and save in all of the Microsoft file formats, and it's completely free and can run completely locally. Meaning if you're worried about data being stolen, if you're really worried about it that much, then just don't plug in your computer into an Ethernet cable. You know what I mean? That's always an option. The problem with that, though, is it's a little bit clunky. Anyway. Sorry, we got a little off topic there. You were talking about Microsoft. Do you have anything else to say about Microsoft, Liam?
Their computers could be better.
What?
Their computers could be better.
Okay, that's where I'm actually going to have to... I'm going to have to... What's the word for when you're saying something that's, like, ironic? I guess ironic. I actually want to hand it to Microsoft. Most of their Surface computers are built really well.
Oh, when they're making the hardware and they're making the software, and there's not.
So you're just saying in general, yeah, Microsoft needs to make better computers. Well, Microsoft just needs to make better software. Really.
Yeah.
Because I don't really care if Microsoft's making computers or not, anything like that. Anything else on Microsoft? I just wanted to quickly address our audience. Thank you very much for dropping in. We are Jack. I'm Jack. There's 4 now. I'm Jack, and this is Liam. I run this YouTube channel, and we're doing a podcast finally where we talk about everything and we learn absolutely nothing. So thanks for watching or listening or whatever. We're gonna keep going. We've been on for 26 minutes and we've still learned absolutely nothing, haven't we?
Yeah.
And if you have any suggestions for topics, please shoot.
That's me.
Please put them in the chat. Literally anything. Unless it's like so ridiculous, we'll talk about it. We're desperate. We're begging you. I feel good.
Anyways, what should we talk about next?
Let's have another intermission. Let's talk about our outfits. I am wearing... I'm really short. I stood up and I was like, my head's going to be cut off, and it wasn't. I'm wearing a business professional outfit. This is exactly what I wore to work today. I've actually worn this out 3 times this week because I love this one so much. I love every element of this outfit. This shirt came from a thrift store. It was $5. This tie, hold on. This tie came from either Kohl's or Goodwill. Definitely Goodwill because it's Joe's Bank, and I have never shopped at Joe's Bank. Joe's Bank. My pants are Costco tech pants.
Jossa Bank?
Jossa Bank?
It's capital J.
Chat.
O.
Let us know how it's pronounced. This brand of fine men's clothing.
Okay, I think we can move on.
My pants are tech pants that I got from Costco for $11. They're pretty good, but they're kind of like the fibers. This belt is from Chick-fil-A. I used to work there. These shoes are from New Balance.
They can't see your shoes.
I got them from the New Balance store, and they're very comfortable. Your turn. Fit check.
It's a white shirt. It's from Amazon. Ties from an estate sale. Pants from Amazon.
What does that say? Jeff Bezos. Yeah. Where'd you get that tie?
Estate sale.
Oh, I love his tie.
Actually, it might be a Josa Bank tie as well.
That'd be really funny if we both had Joe's Bank ties.
It's a Vellini.
We had 5 a second ago, but one of them left. I think they didn't like the fit check.
Maybe it's because we need to talk about
What kind
something
of pants
interesting.
you got? Khakis?
They're also from Amazon.
Hold on, you got to do the line. What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm? Do you not know that commercial?
No.
Oh, dude. There's a commercial for State Farm.
Yeah, there
where
is.
the guy's on the phone with State Farm in the middle of the night in a bathrobe, and then his wife comes out. Who are you talking to? And he's like, Jake from State Farm.
Oh,
and,
yes.
And then she grabs the phone.
Mhm.
All right, well, what are you wearing, Jake from State Farm? And he goes, khakis.
Yes, that one's pretty famous.
That
I should have known
commercial
what that is.
hilarious. What kind of shoes you got? Why don't you want to show us your
Pumas
outfits?
from Costco.
Costco's great.
Yeah,
I
because no
forgot
one
my
cares.
socks. They came from a Walmart in Puerto Rico.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I was in Puerto Rico in November.
Yeah, it was November.
Was it November?
What was interesting about Puerto Rico since you went there?
What's not interesting about Puerto Rico? Puerto
I've
Rico
never
is a
been there.
magical land.
It is?
Yes. It was great. I was going on somewhat of a family trip, we'll call it. And we got an Airbnb with a beautiful view of it was at the top of a hill, literally an incline that steep. I'm amazed that we got the Sportage up there. It was a 2004 Sportage.
Kia Sportage?
Yeah.
They're making the Sportage in 2004.
I think so. But anyway, it was at the
that
top
a
of a hill with a
five-seater?
view of the ocean. Oh man, tropical leaves. I went on a hike through a jungle with a river and vines and literal melons falling from the trees. It was amazing.
Did you get hit in the head?
No, I did not.
Oh.
But you would hear like a thump every 30
Like a-
seconds
like
from them falling. I had some really good food, some empanadas, some bongo.
You bought some socks from Walmart.
Yeah, and I went.
Walmart's in Puerto Rico. Are they any different than here?
Yes. So we stayed in Humacao, Puerto Rico, which is a little town in sort of, let's see, east, north, west, down there. And the thing about Puerto Rican Walmarts, now I only went to the one. I got an Uber because you can't really take a car to Puerto Rico because it's an island. But basically, Walmarts in Puerto Rico are busier, bigger, better stocked, and just generally nicer. Again, sample size 1, but it was amazing. It was so freaking fun. They also just sell liquor. It's not even locked up. You can just buy a bottle of rum and take it to the checkout. I don't even think she carded me. I don't necessarily look that young, but still.
I mean, it depends if you've had a beard
Very
or not.
casual. Yeah.
Also, there are a lot of social situations in which you just wouldn't get carded, but Walmart
Yeah.
doesn't seem like one of them.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, yeah. But driving in Puerto Rico is also fun, but it is challenging. Traffic laws are looked at as very light suggestions, not laws. But crime
Sounds
in
like
Puerto
Memphis.
Rico, as far as I know, is not that bad. I felt completely safe the whole time. It was amazing. It was awesome. Everyone go to Puerto Rico. It's a U.S. territory. It's basically
Yeah, you don't need a
it's
passport to go there.
functionally similar to a state. It's a U.S. territory, meaning that they don't get to vote, but they also don't have to follow all of our rules. There are no solutions, only trade-offs. You literally can just buy an airplane ticket for $300 round trip.
Spirit Airlines?
Frontier is cheap.
Oh, Frontier does flights.
Frontier is cheap, but it doesn't suck. Spirit apparently sucks.
Hey, we gotta talk about Spirit for a second.
We can talk about Spirit once I'm done talking about Puerto Rico, actually. How about that?
Okay.
Jeez.
7 years ago, we were talking about Spirit Airlines, and you said
I'm not done talking about Puerto Rico.
you said
Go. There. Okay. I'm done talking about Puerto Rico. I'm basically if Puerto Rico, the nation of Puerto Rico could sponsor me in this podcast, I would say yes. Go. You don't even need to know that much Spanish.
You need to know some Spanish though.
It helps. If you're in the touristy parts, everybody's bilingual, but if you leave the touristy area, i.e. the capital, San Juan, yeah, this is going to be a little bit less English.
Huh. Okay.
Mi español es un poquito. Lo siento.
I should point out we have 8 viewers.
Oh, hey everybody. Another reminder. Hey, I'm Jack and this is Liam. I run this YouTube channel. We talk about technology, and today we're starting a podcast called Learning Absolutely Nothing. It has been 33 minutes, and so far we've learned absolutely nothing. Learned. But anyway, we're taking suggestions for topics. Drop them down below in the chat, and we will literally talk about anything. No rules. Asterisk.
So,
We're going to talk about something else now. We just got
Spirit
to talk
Airlines.
about Puerto Rico.
Spirit Airlines.
Spirit Airlines. Okay, so apparently we had a conversation. that
Yeah,
I
you
forgot
made the
about.
claim that
Are you telling me that something from 2019 is something I'm expected to remember?
yeah, you said low budget airlines cost less because they skimp on safety.
Is that based?
No, that's you, but you did say that, correct?
I don't know why I said that because that's absolutely not true.
Okay. Well, I remember that you did say that.
I was 18 years old when I said that probably, and I was a lot dumber then than I am now. Can I make an addendum to my?
Yeah, because we
non-based
likely were
take?
teenagers when we had this conversation.
Yeah, I was 18 and you might have been, what, 12? I can't even picture who. 12
Anyways,
anymore.
I saw an article
8
because
viewers, y'all are basically famous. Thanks, JoJo. We are on the upward path. Hopefully. We're trying not to get canceled. So here's how it actually works. Spirit Airlines or Virgin Airlines, or I guess to some extent Frontier, although Frontier is honestly pretty.
all I
named.
wanted to say was that Spirit Airlines has one of the best safety records out of every American airline.
Are you sure that's not a little bit of a statistics anomaly because they haven't been running as long as the other big ones? American Airlines
I mean,
have
that's
been running long
possible.
enough that planes used to be made out of wood. I don't know if that's true, but I said it anyway.
Well, they haven't had any whole losses.
So
or
can I?
major
I wanted to
crashes.
talk a little bit about why Spirit Airlines is so cheap.
Okay.
The planes are exactly the same as the other airliners. The only difference is, and here's something actually that I researched because I was very interested in it. Did you know that in an airplane, Boeing or Airbus, the plane manufacturer, they don't put jack inside that plane. Make sure
It works.
Okay, good. They don't put anything in that plane. Nothing. They put the stuff in the ceiling and the safety equipment or whatever. But besides that, the carpet and the seats and the plugs and all of the like snack things is 100% the airline, not the manufacturer. I was surprised by that because I figured out I was on a flight once. It was a 737-800, which is a plane that came out in the 90s, and we rode on that plane all the time on family trips where we were flying. And I rode in one recently, and I was like, why does the plane almost feel the same, but not quite? And then I realized it's just the seats that are different. That's it. The tray table design was all modern and everything, but you look up and all those buttons that definitely came from Boeing, identical.
Yep.
But anyway, I get sidetracked easily. I'm really sorry,
What does this have
guys.
to do with Spirit? Because the only thing I know about
Spirit
Spirit's
Airlines
aircraft...
is cheap because they are charging you for things that other airlines include for free. Spirit Airlines, as far as I know, charges for an overhead carry-on.
Oh, so it's like a bus.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know if all buses do that.
Well, they don't have overheads.
I think that like Greyhounds do.
Oh, well, I'm
I'm
not
not
a
sure.
Greyhound.
I know city buses, like in
So
Memphis. the
what I
buses
know
are
about
free.
Spirit
But
is that they run A320s, basically, or A320
they
or
probably
A319s.
They probably try to run very, very efficient planes.
Yeah, but they only run one, which is the same strategy used by Southwest, which is to only run one type of aircraft, so all your pilots can interchangeably fly all of your aircraft.
Yeah,
which
that's a good.
It's more
move.
convenient.
So Spirit Airlines is cheap because they charge for the really good seats. Like you get a really crappy seat unless you pay. They charge for the overhead carry-on. They charge for the snacks. I'm pretty sure they definitely charge for the alcohol. Believe you me. And they might charge for like being able to get on the plane quicker. They probably don't even stock food for most of their flights because that's an expense. They may like very, very strongly try to.
Have you flown Spirit Airlines?
No,
I haven't flown Spirit Airlines.
I haven't either.
Why
I'm
are we
just
talking
telling
about
you
Spirit Airlines.
the reasons that they're getting so cheap is just because of all those things, all the
Yeah.
stuff that they can control.
I would
They
agree
can't.
with that.
Yeah, they can't make a plane cheaper because you can't compromise on safety. Because if word gets around that Spirit Airlines is using crappy planes to save money, well, nobody's going to use Spirit Airlines. People are using Spirit Airlines because it's the closest thing you can get to a bus in the air.
Yeah,
I'm an American Airlines fan for life, though. They have never let me down.
not Delta.
There aren't as many Delta flights going to the eastern U.S. from in recent years. Every good flight that I've found has been pretty much American Airlines. I have good experiences with Delta, but it's been so many years since I've flown Delta, but I've flown American recently, that they got my heart. My preferred cheap one is Frontier, because Frontier still gave me an AC plug and free alcohol.
Oh, nice.
That was from Orlando to Puerto Rico. That was a fun flight. Anyways, do you have anything else to say? I really hope that I'm not.
We've
here.
talked about Spirit Airlines for far longer than I ever thought we would.
Here.
Huh?
Get into my frame.
What? Why? Just go full frame.
Well, yeah, but it's like an intimate moment.
That
Man, I'm really sorry if I'm talking too much and stealing your words. That's not very based of me. Okay. Thank you all for tuning into the Learning Absolutely Nothing podcast. If you have any ideas for things that we should talk about, put them in the chat box, baby! Intermission.
What should we talk about now?
Well, okay. First intermission, we talked about our tech. Second intermission, we talked about our outfits.
Should we talk about
Third
the
intermission.
molecular composition of the air we're breathing?
Do you want to talk about... we got to talk about something off topic.
The walls
for
are
our
black.
Intermissions.
The table's gray.
Yeah, y'all can't see the studio.
We're
but
white.
We are white. We are white. Oh, how about we talk about ancestry? Well, that's more of a topic. It needs to be something off the cuff for the
Parents are white.
intermissions. Yeah, they are. Off topic.
I was wondering.
Did you see something? Go ahead. I started us off on a weird
There's
foot, so-
four of us.
There's
We're
four.
siblings. There's four of us.
Okay.
Everyone in our family except me has straight hair. I have curly hair. Why?
Genetic mutation.
Mutation.
Genetic mutation.
So I'm not adopted, is what you're saying.
No,
Oh.
you are not.
You saw me born though,
Yes, I basically saw you born.
but you weren't in the room.
I specifically.
You weren't in the room.
I was not.
You didn't
in the
see it
room
happen.
where
How do you know it
the room
happened?
Where it happened?
How do you know it happened?
How do I know you were born? I don't know. Maybe the pregnant
You
mother
don't.
left the house and came back with you.
But what if that wasn't actually the child that came out of my mother's
So
womb?
I was lucid enough when you were not born yet that I saw our mother enlarging. By the way, go check out
But
Jerry
what
Rig
if
Every.
that was-
Don't do this right now. Do this later when we're done because we don't want to lose any viewers. Jerry Rig Everything made a video with his wife where it was going through the seasons of his garden, and his wife was pregnant too, and he was like, season 6 or week 6 of the garden and week 23 for Cambry. And it was so cute. I was crying.
That's very cute.
It's
but
really
what I'm
cute.
asking you is,
Anyway, sorry.
you don't know that I am our mother's child, allegedly, because you weren't there. You didn't see it.
Yes, but this is a bullshit argument because
Precisely. How do you know the world is round, sir?
because
You don't know.
photographic
You didn't take a photograph.
We are not having a flat Earth discussion
Okay.
right now.
The reason I brought this up, chat, audience, is I wanted to make fun of people who, mainly conspiracy theorists.
Oh, okay. So you're rage baiting me, but to a good point.
Yes.
Okay, good.
You didn't
'Cause
see
I'm
it.
mad.
You weren't there. You didn't know that it happened.
Okay, yeah, but what about other people that were there?
Precisely.
Okay, good.
Are they trustworthy,
Okay,
though?
good. Yeah, all right, that's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
This is an argument used to try and disprove like everything that is commonly held.
Like with the moon landing, people could say, "Well, you weren't there. You didn't actually watch the broadcast on television."
Precisely.
Yeah, okay, that's a good
Chat's
point.
gonna flood with conspiracy theorists now.
Honestly, we have no rules, asterisk, against what you guys can put in that chat. Go crazy. That was a good.
If
little
someone
side.
says 9/11 is an inside job, this podcast will get violent very fast, though.
Yeah, we don't. I don't know about talking about 9/11. That gets that's a little dark. You know, I
We
was
can't
there.
say anything because we weren't there.
I was there.
You were there
I was
in New York.
there. I wasn't in New
You were
York,
on
but
the
I
plane,
was
weren't you?
alive. I was alive for 9/11.
I thought you were on the plane. When I was 3, you told me I was on the plane.
Oh yeah, I was on the plane and they hooked me out just in
Oh,
time.
okay, you jumped out the
I had a
window.
little parachute.
Right. Okay.
Little-
Let's.
Anyway, yeah, we're making
Sorry.
9/11 jokes can be in bad taste. So we're gonna try not to do that.
Yeah. Sorry, my fault.
I'm personally a I'm a
We
self-proclaimed.
live in a hologram.
I'm a self-proclaimed fan of dark humor. I really like dark humor, but also at the same time, if it's a case where it could be offensive, then well, even then, if it's dark comedy, it's kind of supposed to be offensive, but I'm not getting in those weeds. Anyway, let's move on to a topic. We talked about Linux. We talked about... These are some really weird, random topics that we wrote down. You have any, you want to tell us a little bit about your, are you going to be checking your phone all night long, Liam?
34 people saw the story because I posted
It
it to you,
seems
Ben.
like 34 people have literally nothing better to do than to watch our podcast.
A lot more
This is
people.
the most streamed.
Millions of people need to
Millions
watch
of
us
people.
flail about violently without the proper words to talk about whatever we want
do
to
you
talk
want
about.
to tell us a little story about Karen?
No. You can't say the words. If you want to hear the story about what I talked about earlier, I'll read it to you.
Okay. Liam is going to tell a story. Does this require any background that they might not have?
Snow.
Snow. Oh, yeah. So basically, recently it snowed like crazy.
No, I
in
said
Memphis.
no.
Oh, I thought you said snow.
I said snow.
Okay. Recently, we had a crazy winter storm in Memphis. A lot of snow fell. And Liam has a story in a poem. I'm not sure. I'm not prepared. Go ahead.
Well, I haven't prepared this beforehand.
Okay, well, we'll do something else.
Okay, I do.
I'm going to reframe you.
This is too mean. This is too mean.
All right, never mind.
I'll give an abbreviated version of the story.
Never mind.
So I
Okay.
was trying to pull. I was just driving along our main road,
Right.
and someone was trying to pull out of the Panera, and in the one in Cordova, there's like a one-way exit, or one-way entrance,
Yeah.
right? There was this lady who was trying to leave the Panera through that way.
Okay.
The roads are covered in ice.
Okay.
She's in a Nissan Armada.
Okay.
5,000 pounds. It has four-wheel drive,
Is that her sister?
right? Right? No. This is actually the same day we found that car, though.
Oh, okay.
She's like, I'm with a bunch of other people. We're trying to push it, but it's 5,000 pounds, and also we're going uphill, up ice.
An Armada's probably more than 5,000 pounds.
It's huge. That's how much it weighs, though. But what happened is she gets out of the car and she's like, I don't know how to turn on my all-wheel drive. I don't know where the button
Was
is.
she
I
like
don't know where the button
obviously
is.
not the owner? Like,
No,
maybe
she was the owner.
borrowing it.
This car was in rough shape. The wheels were almost bald. The tire pressure was extremely low.
Okay.
So not prepared for ice at all. But she couldn't find her four-wheel drive controls. But I was like, okay, well, at least we have that, because if we turn that on, we can just go up the hill. I try to look for it because I'm a mechanic and everything. And
He actually is a mechanic.
I am, yeah.
This man actually worked as a mechanic for a mechanic shop for quite some time, and has also just been tinkering with cars for many years. As have I, but not as much as him.
This story is great, though, because I look and I can't find it. Now I feel stupid because I'm supposed to help this lady find it. And then I think, wait, does this car have four-wheel drive?
Oh, maybe it
So I
doesn't
look
even
under
have
the
four-wheel
car. I look where the front differential should be, and it's not there. This car is a rear-wheel drive car. She thinks it's four-wheel drive just because it's an SUV. So I'm like, lady, I didn't say this out loud, but your car does not have four-wheel drive. But I just said, you don't have four-wheel drive. And then we go back pushing, and the wheels are spinning, and it's not going anywhere. So next thing I know, there's a firefighter.
Driving in the snow is a topic.
Yeah, driving in the snow. There's this firefighter, and she says, do you have any chains? We can pull this thing out. And I was like, no, but I have a tow strap. So I went back to my truck, and I get the tow strap out, and we pull it out. But and she just drives off.
Interesting.
Yep. So
Wow.
the moral of the story is, the story I wrote down was a lot meaner. But
Is there a moral?
the moral is, prepare your car. It doesn't matter if you have a giant car. It doesn't
Nobody
matter.
knows who this person is. You can be mean.
Yeah, but I don't want to be mean.
Okay, fair enough.
The moral of the story is, if you have a giant car, it's not automatically going to be good for snow. Even if it's four-wheel drive. You need to make sure your tires are not bald. Replace your tires.
Yeah.
You need to air up your tires.
Very important.
Put chains on your tires if you're driving through snow and there's no traction. And you're good. And also, don't go through one-way entrances the wrong way.
So my experience with driving in the snow is there's only so much good at it you can be by practicing. A lot of it is down to the actual snowy conditions and what the car is. A rear-wheel drive car, only the back two wheels turn. A front-wheel drive car, only the front two wheels turn. The better of those two for snow is front-wheel drive. The better than both of those is all-wheel drive, in which case all the wheels move. And then above all-wheel drive is four-wheel drive, which is even better, right? Where the wheels move separately from one another? Or am I mixing those two up?
No, yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah, if it's icy,
There's also
drive
three-wheel
slow, brake slow, be aware of your surroundings, don't do anything rash. Be very mindful of your surroundings. If you can put chains on your tires, that helps a lot too. I drove his truck when I had chains on it, and it was basically just as easy as driving normally. So, that's our PSA if you live in any snowy areas. People that live in areas with a lot of snow already know all this stuff, but if you live somewhere where it snows infrequently, and you find yourself needing to drive in it, just be very careful, okay? Please.
What do I talk about now?
Time for another intermission. Do you want to say anything directly to the viewers while I go to the bathroom?
Well, what do I say to them?
Anything you want. Be right back after this short break. This short break.
What do I say?
Look at the chat box.
There's no one in chat. There's no one in chat talking.
Ask chat a question. Chat's a person. Ask chat a question.
Chat's a couple people.
Chat's a couple people.
How are we doing? Okay, it's just me now. Jack's gone. He's gone to the bathroom. Hello. I have a lot of rants, but I don't know which one I should do right now. Can we talk about DoorDash? Now, listen. If you're over 16 and you have a car, why are you DoorDashing anything? 50% of you... Are you back already? Oh. 50% of you live within driving distance of every restaurant.
That reminds me of another fun statistic that doesn't apply anymore. Back when Radio Shack was at its peak, they claimed that 95% of the population was 5 minutes or less away from a Radio Shack.
Were they?
Yep. I don't know if that's true, because 80% of statistics are made up, especially when they're trying to sell you something, but because I love Radio Shack so much, I'll believe it. I was wondering if you guys wanted to talk about solar panels.
Let's talk about solar
Let's
panels.
talk about solar panels. What's your opinion on solar panels? Last time we talked about electric cars, Liam got very heated.
Let's talk about electric cars.
Well, let's talk about let's include electric cars and solar panels together in the same discussion, and we can talk about renewable energy.
Let's talk about this
renewable
talking
energy.
point. You've heard it before. A lot of people like to throw it around. Even people who I genuinely respect.
And let me put out that I've been doing a lot of research into renewable energy. I don't consider
This
myself
isn't
an
even-
expert, but I consider myself an advocate and an enthusiast for renewable energy.
It just kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I'm
If
technically
we switched to electric cars tomorrow, we wouldn't have the power grid to sustain all of them.
And
Yeah.
Just to be clear, he is quoting the people that are lunatics.
Not lunatics, just misinformed.
Oh, same diff.
Listen, it would be amazing if we could switch to electric cars tomorrow. If we could just snap into existence 300 million cars, that'd be great, but we can't. No one's proposing that we do that. Are we?
Nope.
No?
Well, no sane people are saying that that's what's going to happen or the right thing
But
right now.
there is certain factions of the government that say that...
We're not getting political here.
I know, but...
We're in
peop-
agreement, though.
Certain people in the government just think that electric cars are better in every way. Now, they're not in every way yet. The idea of using electricity to propel a vehicle is a good idea. However, electric vehicles, right now, as they exist, just have a lot of flaws, in my opinion.
Electric vehicles currently are not suited to all of the needs of all of the people that drive cars. Is that based?
Yeah, that's based.
And I'm saying that as somebody that's a fan of electric vehicles. They
Yeah.
are not currently suited to the needs of everybody in the world that drives a car. Currently, gas cars are suitable to the driving needs of everybody. Economical needs is a
Yes,
different thing
because-
because if you don't have the income to pay for gas, and an electric car will immediately be cheaper for you than. But I'm talking about driving needs here. And what Liam is saying is that certain people are. Actually, let me use one of my favorite YouTube channels, which you can check out after we're done here. Technology Connections. We're
We're just plugging technology connections.
What?
We've been plugging this technology connections this whole time.
We kind of have. He made a video about LED traffic lights and the danger of but sometimes. And the but sometimes argument is something can have a lot of good qualities, but the but sometimes can be one bad thing that makes everybody decide that it's the wrong option.
Exactly.
Yes, his with LED traffic lights, his thing was LED traffic lights are more energy efficient. They're less likely to burn out. They last longer. They often burn brighter. They don't get dirty because they don't have to be replaced as often. But sometimes snow builds up. Therefore, they're bad.
Yeah. In my journal, I like to call this idea the tragedy of a poorly executed good idea.
I like that.
I have this all written down, and now I can finally talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in
Now-
the case of electric cars, right off the bat, cars that can be powered by electricity instead of gas mean that they won't always be powered by renewable energy because electricity doesn't always come from renewable energy.
Yeah.
But it can be renewable energy. Solar energy and wind energy are the two big ones. And
nuclear.
sometimes I
Don't
won't have
go.
enough
Don't go just
range.
wind and solar. We gotta talk about nuclear as well.
Well, we could talk about nuclear at some point. But yeah, but sometimes the range isn't good, but sometimes they catch on fire. It's like, okay, yeah, well, we're working on it. The cars in their current state didn't just get born overnight.
They're right. Listen, all you needed
Yeah.
to do, was ditch the engine and the transmission and put an electric motor in there. That's all. You change absolutely nothing, and just put an electric motor and a big battery in it. All right, that's all you needed to do. Some people actually did that, but only did it for a tiny hatchback. I'm talking about the Nissan Leaf. It's been around for actually a very long time.
The Leaf was an incredibly early EV.
It worked.
It worked, but it wasn't that great.
It was.
It was a good stepping stone.
Yeah, it was.
It was the first like mass market cheap EV.
What you shouldn't have done was electrical and computer engineer the living out of it, and then now it's a computer on wheels. I get that people like the whole computer on wheels thing, but a lot of people just want a thing that moves them. There was this was a reel I saw the other day. People were like, "What? It has a gauge cluster and only a tiny screen. Why doesn't it have a bigger screen?" Fast forward 10 years. Why does it have such a huge screen? I don't want a huge screen. I want a gauge cluster. I want buttons. People don't know what they want until you tell them. This is one of those cases.
Yeah.
What people want is a car that's easy to operate and isn't a freaking iPad
Right.
and just goes. And you can throw in
Well,
throw in a 0 to 60 time of 3 seconds. People will love that. You can just do that because it's an electric
Well,
car.
there are people that like all of the tech and stuff like that, but I think that the problem is not everybody needs that. What we want more than that is
Clearly,
motors,
someone brought
electric
in
motors.
a 2024 Mazda Miata to a place that I worked.
I used to own a Mazda.
And one of their complaints
There are
was
videos about
that-
it on my channel.
One of the complaints was that the screen was broken because the brightness was too low.
Customer states.
What we're supposed to do is send that over to the diagnostic building, or like the building where they do all the diag stuff. And that usually means that I'll have to
laboratory?
wait for a week until they can actually look at it. But in the parking lot, before I even move the car, I turn the brightness back up.
That sounds really hard.
Yeah, the car was fixed.
That was a 2024 Miata.
Yep.
I owned a 2003 Miata. It didn't have anything like that. It was a very basic car.
But it goes to show you don't need a screen in a car, really.
You really don't.
It's a car. It moves you. It's not
I mean,
for watching
if
YouTube.
somebody wants it, then make it an option.
Yeah. Just
But
give us gauge clusters.
it's
You can
fine.
do a digital speedometer. It's fine. Just like, but we want that in front of us.
Yeah.
I like Tesla. I like a lot of their design.
381.
I like a lot of their design choices. Yeah, thank you. That's the first person. I don't know who they are. A lot of them don't make sense though.
Podcast.
They try to go minimalist with their cars, and now it's a slab of metal and plastic with a screen.
Yeah. Like, I'll pay more for build quality
have-
and it being an EV than...
We've
like,
all seen modern Teslas, but 2010s Teslas are radically different on the inside. They have a gauge cluster. They have buttons and
I
stuff.
can't even picture that.
You can't even picture that? Okay.
Because I just know Tesla's been such a screen-forward one.
I have to pull this up now. Because I rented one last year, and the interior was so much better than the new ones.
It was pretty old, right?
It was a 2016 Model S.
What
This,
kind of range were you getting?
well, I was driving not efficiently, so I don't even know. This is the interior. This looks like a Mercedes.
Y'all can't
or
see it
something.
because we couldn't be bothered to set up a screen share, but...
No, but you can look this up. I looked up 2016 Model S interior. Look, you got a gauge cluster. It is a screen, but it's very well designed. And you got this. This is easy to use.
It's straightforward.
Yeah, this looks like a gas car. Like
It
it's
does,
wood panel.
generally, yeah.
It looks like
It's really beautiful.
yeah, it's pretty.
And again, sorry that you can't see it. Just Google 2016 Tesla Model S interior. You'll see it. Banner 381 says, what do you think about autonomous driving? I think
Why?
we should talk about that because that was on my mind.
Why? That's my
Autonomous
question.
driving has its benefits. Let me give you my take because apparently you're
Yeah.
not going to be very based about this. Autonomous driving is very cool. And it's proven to be able to drive very well under a lot of circumstances. Tesla's full self-driving can reasonably, under certain conditions, get you from A to B safely and reliably.
I was a little too hasty there. I just like driving cars. I don't understand why people wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah. So I'm not saying that driving cars should become obsolete. I also like driving cars. But autonomous driving could be great for somebody that's maybe or at least not if it's not entirely autonomous driving, maybe at least assisted driving, a new driver, somebody who might be old, someone that might be somehow inebriated. Do not drive drunk, ladies and gentlemen. Bad idea. But if you do happen to be drunk and autonomous driving is an option, I would rather that person have that than try to just drive the car while intoxicated.
That's fair. I didn't think of that.
All of these things, yeah. Driver's ed, good point. It could be used for people that are still learning, you know?
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on autonomous driving? I like it. I'm fine with
It's
it.
a nice feature. I don't think it's a substitute for just paying attention.
Right. But you got to remember you're dealing with humanity. You know, there's going to be distracted
Yeah,
drivers.
but
There's going to be bad drivers.
I just thought of this.
If it gets
your-
good enough,
in
I'd
your-
rather have a computer driving.
In
than
your
certain
digital
people I
detox
know.
video, we talked about how social media is destroying our attention spans.
Yes.
This is probably also going to destroy our attention spans. What little exercise of our attention spans we have left, we're going to lose if we just let everything drive us. Because
Based.
thank you. You do need continuous focus to drive a car. It's one of the last things we have where you are required to have continuous focus or you just die. If you think about it.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yes. And if we lose that, we're just going to be
I'm not going to
bunch
say
of-
that that's a problem with an autonomous driving, but
no,
it's
it's
a
not.
concern.
It's a
It's
problem
concern.
with like humanity.
Although the thing is, though, you know, excess social media will like rot your brain out. With autonomous driving, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. We're gonna have to wait for long-term studies on that. Interesting point, though,
yeah,
because
hadn't thought
I
of
am
that
a
before.
believer that stuff that ruins your attention span is very bad for you. So
Yeah.
it's been an hour and we have still learned absolutely nothing. Thank
I feel
you
like we're
guys
learning
for
something now.
tuning in. Yeah, we may have actually incorrectly named our show.
We should call it learning something, but only
Learning
a little bit.
something.
Yeah, only a
Learning
little bit.
Something. In general, we're learning absolutely nothing. And I'm Jack
I didn't-
from Techhead 2000. That's my YouTube channel that this is on right now. And this is my brother Liam. We look similar. We talk similar. And we both have based takes. Do we talk similar?
You tell me, man.
If I try to talk like you, I sound more like you.
Kind of.
Kind of. Yeah,
Kind
I'm
of.
Liam.
The thing is,
Thing is, I'm in University of Memphis for
Okay.
an engineering.
let's move on.
Now try to sound like me.
Bro, I posted the story to all of you of them.
Oh,
So, thanks for doxing me.
go Tigers.
I'm
I don't
not
think
done
it's-
with my
I don't
EV
think
rant.
Everybody on YouTube knows that we live in Memphis.
Well, I guess they do now.
I don't think that's no. That's been a thing on my channel. People know about. Well, yeah, they know the Tech 901 hat that I was wearing, and then Aaron.
Sure.
Yeah. No, wait.
I'm going to continue my EV rant. Listen, we didn't have however many gas stations we have now in the U.S. when we started manufacturing cars. We didn't. There is a problem with that we don't have a universal standard for electric vehicle charging. That is a problem. Because
I beg to differ. We have a universal plug, and then we have a universal method of DC fast charging and a universal method of level 2 AC charging.
okay, so why can't I take my Chevrolet and go to a Tesla charger?
You can.
You can?
You can.
Since when?
A couple years.
Oh,
Tesla's opened it up to other cars.
I don't think they have. Look it up.
You can. I'm not trying to be like you're wrong. I'm just telling you. I just know this.
It's not. There's many non-Tesla electric cars.
Yeah, no, you can take all of them there if you have the adapter. It requires the Tesla app and the adapter to set it from.
Okay, well, I still have a criticism, and that it is to.
This is recent. This is the past couple of years that this has opened up because the Tesla plug is now the official plug. It's called a NACS plug. It stands for
solved.
North American.
It says
Charging
you need the
Standard,
Tesla app,
which is fine. You need an app for a lot of the non-Tesla chargers too.
not filling up your car.
I think
with
Electrify
gas.
America is one of them. Well, that's not a okay. Well, but sometimes you have to download an app. That's not the end of the world.
I think if we distill as much software as we can from this, it would probably be a little bit better for people and rolling it out.
I'm not going to
Because
argue with that.
that's tech
I'm not going to
dependence.
argue with that.
That's a
I
problem.
don't like apps. I like paying for stuff with credit cards or even cash. If
What I
possible.
want is a at the arcade, like a quarter dispenser type machine.
Tokens.
Yeah, that you can put cash or a card into, and then it dispenses electricity,
A large
like a gas pump.
A large proportion of electric chargers in America work just like that. It's a credit card, no account or anything
Yeah,
like that.
but Tesla doesn't.
Tesla doesn't.
Tesla has the biggest network.
Tesla can do better.
Yeah,
Still,
thank
though,
you.
it's less of a criticism on electric cars and more criticism on Tesla and companies that require you to have an
If
app.
we had just done this the first time, because we've had electric cars for 20 years or something, right? More than 20 years
Ish.
at this point.
Well, mainstream, probably closer to 50. About 20, yeah.
That should have been just the thing.
Yeah. Well, we'll get better there.
And then there's all the basic criticisms. The range isn't long enough, even though it is. Are you familiar with the Chevrolet Silverado EV?
Yeah.
Now, it does cost like
It can
$75,000, but it has a range of 510 miles base, I think.
Yeah, and as far as I know, that goes down to only about 300 something when you're towing a load.
Yeah.
Which is incredible.
People like to use that argument. What people don't understand about the electric motors can't tow thing is that electric motors can do a lot more than you think they can.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with General Motors' former electromotive division? Now, this technically uses diesel. A diesel locomotive is a diesel locomotive, but what it is actually is an electromotive locomotive.
Electromotive locomotive?
Yes. So, it is propelled, diesel locomotives are propelled by electric motors, not by diesel motors.
Right, because a diesel.
Yeah.
Diesel
What a diesel locomotive is nowadays, not like the diesels from Up the Train, is a giant twin turbo, I believe V16, with between 3,000 and 5,000 horsepower, generating electricity for these motors. It's not the motor's problem. The motor can pull. The motor can pull hundreds of cars on a railroad track. The question is, why can't we do this with a semi-truck? Well, we can't have a massive diesel engine on a semi-truck. Oh, wait, hold up. That's how semi-trucks work, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So what if we just did the same thing and, like, put electric motors on the semi-trucks and just kept the diesel motor? And then use, like...
I think I'm following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Edison Motors for thinking of this before I did, but that seems like a good solution to this whole thing.
Edison Motors is great.
We're still using diesel, but hopefully we can find some other fuel alternative. Isn't there, like...
Or electricity.
Yeah, but there's the range problem.
Range has gotten better over the past 15 years. Think about where it'll be in 2040.
Yeah, battery technology.
Battery technology.
We just need like we need like a war or something to like stimulate technology.
Hold on.
Well, like
We need a war.
during World War II, like we technology grew.
Can we
super
stimulate
fast.
technology without a war?
Not really.
Dang it. Well, you heard it here first, guys, on Learning Absolutely Nothing, the podcast with two people that are learning something. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any ideas for what we should talk about, leave them in the chat box.
I think they got it.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if people are like shuffling in and out, so I gotta really.
Oh, they
hit
definitely
home.
are. I watched that number go up and down and stuff.
Yeah, that's why. I'm just saying. Gotta remind them how it works. I'm gonna be very personal. I'm gonna put out some very personal information. Haley and
Sure.
okay, Liam has 5 wisdom teeth.
I have 6 wisdom teeth.
6 wisdom teeth. That's a lot. I didn't even know you could have that many. And they're currently all in a cage match in his mouth, and he's in a lot of pain.
Mm-hmm.
I know this sounds weird and out of the blue, but in case you were wondering why he keeps doing this, it's because he's in excruciating pain. And it's causing mental fogginess for him, which is quite entertaining for me.
Yep. Why is this entertaining to you though?
I don't know, because you're acting funny.
Because I'm in pain?
No, because you're acting funny.
Oh.
Okay, anyways. Intermission before we go on to the next topic. I'm going to knock off car, electric car. We didn't really talk about solar panels as much, but all I really got to
Do
say
you want
about
to
it...
talk about body dysmorphia? Because I have no idea what.
I don't know if we should talk about that. That was kind of a joke. I don't.
Oh, okay.
It was,
What is
having
body-
something crazy like that on the podcast list was a joke, but in reality, body dysmorphia is not a joke, it's a mental illness.
Yeah, well, that's,
So maybe
we
we
should be
should go-
serious about it.
We can, yeah, I guess we
What
can.
is body
It
dysmorphia?
goes a little bit, hang on. Solar panels, they're getting very, very cheap. So, and also the sun is free energy, and so is the wind.
Nuclear.
Yeah, we're not talking about body dysmorphia. It's basically when somebody has they have like a false image of what they look like in their mind, and it can cause unhealthy habits. So, to that I
Oh,
say,
like not eating anything?
yeah, exactly. It could lead
Do
to
we have any
eating
experience with
disorders
that?
and stuff. So, with that being said, we're not going to talk about that because we are not medical professionals, and all I'm going to say
Because we're
is
professionals about everything else.
you are worth a lot. You have value intrinsically. Thank you for being on this earth. Take care of yourself. Be nice to yourself. You know, if you need any help with mental health, reach out to a loved one or a professional doctor.
I support this message.
Thanks.
Solar panels. Give me your hot take on why it's better than nuclear.
I don't know enough about nuclear to necessarily dispute it. All I know is that it's very expensive to set up, whereas solar panels are dirt cheap.
Why are they dirt cheap?
They just are. The materials have gotten really cheap, building them has gotten cheap, and buying them has gotten cheap. So I'm an advocate for solar panels. I'm not an advocate for nuclear. I just don't know anything about nuclear. Nuclear could be great, whatever. But we're just in terms of solar panels. It's literally anything that takes energy that's free and infinite, like solar panels and wind turbines.
Yeah, like nuclear.
Okay, well, where do they get in the nuclear? Where do they get in the? Is it atoms?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the energy that holds an
but
atom
here's the
together.
problem, though. What's the downside of nuclear? It's expensive to set up the power plants, whereas with a solar farm, it's literally not. It's way cheaper than setting up a nuclear plant.
It's far less efficient and doesn't produce as much energy, and also takes up way more space. Also, only works during the daytime when it's sunny outside.
So it works during the daytime.
What about during the nighttime?
Batteries.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be better if we had something that worked 24/7 and it didn't matter? The output wouldn't matter if it was
How
cloudy
does a solar?
outside?
How does a nuclear power plant work?
So you have now. I'm not exactly sure, but you don't know how solar panels work.
Yeah, I do.
Well, I know how nuclear works. It's very complicated. And you're asking me to explain it. So tell
Well,
me
I'm
how
not
tell me how solar panels work while I remember how nuclear works.
Solar panels work. The materials, the silicon in them is photosensitive.
What does that mean?
Photosensitive means that they react to light.
How does that work?
The material, when it is heated by the sun, or when it receives, what's the word for the light particles? Lumens? No. Photons? They generate, the materials inside solar panels, which I don't have a data sheet for you, sorry. They
Just so
generate
it's hard to
voltage.
explain, is it?
Liam,
Yeah.
solar panels, the material that makes up a solar panel generates voltage when exposed to light.
What's voltage?
Do you agree that solar panels generate voltage when exposed to light?
When the sun's out, yeah.
Do you? Okay, so you agree with that?
Yep.
Okay, great. They are cheap. You can look on Harbor Freight to find a $20 solar panel now if you don't believe me. They're cheap. They connect them all together into a big grid, so it's producing a ton of current. They send it to the power grid, and no, they don't work at night. Of course, they don't work at night. It's still completely free during the day. And batteries, you can store it in batteries. And this is all still renewable. The sun is infinite free energy, and batteries are pretty much 100% recyclable. That's how it works. That's how solar panels work. People in the chat can try to tell me I'm wrong. I know I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know the specific details of exactly the components of them, but I'm telling you, man, it's exposed to light during the day. They produce voltage. We can store it in batteries. All of this stuff is recyclable. And also the sun is going to be shining forever, effectively. And it's the same thing with wind turbines. Wind is free. Yes, the wind's not always blowing, but when it is, it's free energy. The wind turbines are expensive to make, but functionally, exact same thing as solar panels. They take the free energy from the wind and give it to us as voltage and amps. We use it to power things, and when we don't need it, we use it in batteries. Again, a recyclable medium. And all this stuff has been being researched extensively for decades and has gotten very cheap and accessible. So,
Nuclear power plants generate electricity by using nuclear fission to create heat. Okay, that's the part I was missing. Nuclear fission to create heat.
okay.
Which boils water into steam to spin electricity generating turbines. Simple enough?
Yeah.
Yep. One atom. There's lots of those.
Does it take a lot of cost of materials and labor to keep them running?
It can't be more than solar panels would. 'Cause
Solar
like
panels
you said,
sit around unattended
not
all
unattended.
day,
Not unattended.
every day.
Not unattended. They need maintenance. Everything needs maintenance. Don't go making the solar panels don't need maintenance.
The labor used to clean solar panels and mow the grass under them is probably less than running a nuclear power plant.
Which one's more efficient? Solar panels or nuclear?
Solar panels. And the question you're asking is incredibly loaded, so I do not want to see a Google AI overview
Okay.
trying to run
I'll go
this
to a
topic.
website. I'll go to Reddit then.
Yeah, it's okay. Go to the AI overview. It's fine.
This is also political.
No, it's not.
No, people don't like nuclear.
The energy efficiency of different sources of electricity is not political. I mean, anything could be political if you put your mind to it, but we're not doing that. Why don't we move on? Do you want to come back to solar panels and nuclear energy?
Do you?
Maybe. Why don't we think about it for a little bit?
In case you couldn't see, I was pulling up charts on my computer, and Jack's like, why don't we just not talk about this anymore?
Liam is having a really hard time supporting his argument and then thus running to the internet to try to back up the words that's coming out
Where'd
of
you
his
get
mouth.
your
When
information?
I broke down the entire way that solar panels work, clear and simple.
You don't need batteries. It runs at night. It's infinite energy. That's all I'm saying.
It's more expensive to maintain.
No, it's not.
Yes, it genuinely
don't-
is.
you need-
A solar farm sits there. You pay a minimum wage worker to dust them off and mow the grass.
They wear out over time, and so do the batteries.
They last for over 20 years.
And you need way more solar panels for every one nuclear power plant.
That argument does not nullify my arguments. They still need a lot more labor and materials to construct them and maintain them than solar panels. Solar panels and batteries have gotten super, super cheap and easy to set up and barely need to be maintained at all.
What makes you think solar panels are cheap compared to the energy, the
Okay, well,
concurrent energy for
cost
nuclear?
per watt versus cost per watt of nuclear. Again, I haven't studied nuclear energy enough, so I'm not saying.
Okay, so you don't actually
I'm
know.
not saying nuclear energy is bad.
Oh.
I have never said that. You're reading this wrong.
Well, you're saying that solar is better, but you don't.
I don't know enough about Are you willing to actually let me talk for a
I'm letting you
second
talk.
without cutting in? I am technically not saying that I know solar energy is better than nuclear energy. Are you happy? All I'm saying is I know how solar panels work, and I know that batteries and panels
Yeah, I'm happy
have
'cause
gotten cheaper.
Before you were saying that it was better.
I don't know enough to necessarily say that it's better.
Okay, you just
That's
like
bold of
solar
me to
a
say.
lot.
I do like solar. And again, I don't hate nuclear. Do you hate solar? Because you seem to think that solar panels need all this maintenance. Meanwhile, the nuclear power plant is like an enormous industrial thing with dozens of employees constantly clocked in, all this expensive machinery, and you can't tell me that that machinery that runs it all doesn't wear out over time.
Well, I don't think that solar panels are passive like you're saying they are.
They are. They literally are. Once it's built,
None of our
it
infrastructure
generates-
is passive.
No, it literally is passive. Once a solar panel, look at me when you're talking to me. Once a solar panel is built, it generates voltage when it has light exposed to it. That's the perfect definition of passive.
No one's staring at the nuclear reactor 24/7.
There are people constantly monitoring it.
Right, like they're monitoring the solar panels.
No, they're not. Nobody's monitoring the solar panels,
Okay,
Liam.
let's not talk
They
about
literally
this.
sit in a field.
Let's not talk about this anymore.
Get Okay. Thank you all for tuning into the podcast. We're not done. I'm just saying thank you all for being here. I got a little heated there. We're not going to talk about solar panels or nuclear energy anymore. Close all the tabs. No. Liam, I said that we're done with solar panels.
Why? You like them so much.
We're not coming to any agreements on it.
To replace one typical nuclear power plant, you would need 3 million to 10 million solar panels.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to keep talking about this or not?
Do you? No?
I asked a question.
Okay, let's stop talking about this. I think I made my point and you made
Do you
your
think
point.
that so? Yeah, honestly, we both made good points. You've made good points.
Nice.
You've made some decent points.
Okay.
And you can't tell me I was wrong about anything with solar panels either, technically.
No, you described them perfectly. Probably better than I could describe nuclear.
Well, You seem to like nuclear more,
I do.
but truce.
Truce.
Next topic. Again, thank you all for being here. If you have any ideas on what we should talk about next,
Let us know in the chat.
I bet they like the nuclear discussion.
they probably were very uncomfortable. And you know what? I guess technically that was on me for blowing up on him a little bit. So I apologize if I made you uncomfortable. I just get very passionate about this kind of stuff, you know? Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. So let's talk about something completely different in order to kind of get back on track, huh?
Balance it out.
Yeah, kind of balance it out. Let's talk about birds. You want to talk about birds?
Birds.
Let's talk about birds.
Do you like birds?
I like birds, yeah. It seems like you're already trying to tell me that I'm somehow wrong for liking birds.
No, I'm not gonna tell you that. It's really fun to rage bait you about solar panels.
Apparently I'm easily rage baitable. That's on me. I should be meaner to you. Sometimes I think I'm too mean to you, but I don't think I'm mean enough to you. You're genuinely a psychopath. Let's talk about birds. Hi. I used to own 2 birds.
What he means by that is he had joint custody over 2 birds, but let's not get into that.
I don't necessarily. I have certain So anyway, yeah, I own 2 parakeets. Their names were Kevin and Peanut. One of them was Peanut was a little green gal. Kevin was a big blue boy.
What breed were they?
Just normal. And let me see if I can be specific, just to appease you. Parakeet breeds. I'm pretty sure there aren't too many different types. Oh, here we go. Perfect.
Oh, they're like colorful and stuff.
Oh yeah, they're very colorful. They're like little parrots. This one, it was Peanut, which was a budger. I can't pronounce that. Can you pronounce that word? Budger.
Budgerigar. That's Budgerigar.
At the PetSmart, they were labeled as budgies. And the blue one, which I'm trying to see, I don't see Kevin on here. But anyway, had them for a few years. They were adorable.
What's great about birds?
Well, they're light. They fly. Flying is pretty based.
It is very based.
It's pretty based to be able to fly. What else do I like about birds? I like their chirps. I like their little cheep, cheep, cheep. I think that they're cute. Parrots can actually talk, which is even more based. I think they make great pets. They're pretty cheap to keep as pets. Pretty cheap and easy to maintain.
What does that mean?
Well, we're talking about cost of maintaining stuff. I was worried that you might disagree. We can get into a little bit of an argument.
You just leave the bird and mow the grass under them. They never need to be replaced.
Solar panels are not pets.
No, they're not.
So you don't have room to be sarcastic here. Oh, leave the birds alone and just mow the grass underneath them. No, birds are meant to play around with them. With the solar panel, the whole point is that
you just need a plastic bird. That way you don't need to look at it.
Woo! Why would you are?
I'm less focused on making a cohesive argument than just making you angry.
You're just making me mad. Well, it's f***ing working great. Anyway, yeah, birds are they're legitimately cheap to maintain, and I can tell you that from being a bird popper for 3 years. You buy a big bag of seed every couple weeks. You put a little spoonful of seed in their little seed feeder box. Put fresh water in the water box, and every couple months you replace the bedding. You get a big bag of bedding for nothing at a PetSmart, and that's the bare minimum. But we used to buy little toys for them too.
They play with the toys?
Yes.
Legos?
Legos not so much. They're not really into the ABS plastic type of thing.
Oh.
More so wooden toys. Little wooden toys they can chew on, and little bells, stuff like that. They shit all over the wall all the time.
Oh, do they?
Shit everywhere. I don't know if that beep was aligned well.
I hope it was.
But anyway, birds are great. What's your experience with birds? Do you like birds? You ever owned a bird? Would you own a bird?
Possibly. I'm not really a pet.
Would it have to be nuclear powered in order to be acceptable to you?
Definitely.
No, but for real, how do you feel about birds? We're talking about something light. Like birds. Ah! Would you keep one as a pet?
Yeah. Well, if I were into pets, I'm not.
Oh yeah, you're not really into pets.
There is this argument that like having a pet is exploitive to the animal, but that's a very
Sounds like something that
animal.
someone I used to know would believe.
okay. Never mind.
Pretty sure. Yeah. Anyway, exploitative to the animal. Dive into that. For the sake of discussion, let's talk about that. So people think that owning a pet is exploiting the animal. What do you think? I don't want to it was your idea, so I'll let you talk about it.
I don't know. It's used to try and humanize animals,
It's sort of a moral discussion. Huh?
possibly to try and get us to stop eating animals.
You're kind of behind your mic right now.
I'm sorry. You can probably. I hope you can still hear me though. I can hear me.
Oh,
by
we
myself.
can hear you. It's just we couldn't see your face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
Do you think it's exploiting a bird to keep it as a pet?
I'm inclined to say no.
Well, that's a loaded question.
Because you're not. I mean, yeah, you're technically sort of keeping them from their natural habitat, but if they're happy and content and feeling okay mentally, I think they're fine.
The thing is, it's a loaded question because you're trying to
it's a
apply
loaded
human
question.
morals to a non-human like entity, which is a bird.
Yeah, a little bit.
Which is
I-
like,
I-
well, if it's exploiting a bird to cage it, it's definitely exploiting a bird to kill it, or exploit like a chicken to kill it.
But honestly,
We kill 26 billion of them.
I'm not
because
trying to
Chick-fil-A.
alienate anybody out there right now.
It's getting
I'm about
political.
to say something. No, it's actually not. It's actually not political.
If if you're one of those coal-powered lovers or anyone who eats chicken, then
Yeah. No, this isn't political, and again, I don't want to alienate anybody that's watching right now. But people who are vegan are probably the ones that think keeping pets is exploitive. But also at the same time, I knew a very, very, very vegan person that had a bunch of dogs. So honestly, I don't know who's believing that keeping a pet is exploitive, because I know a dog that is an extremely happy little gal, that is a pet to an owner.
yeah.
She is living her
It's
best
a-
life.
it's a symbiotic
Honestly, a lot of the
relationship.
time, a pet has much better living conditions than if we're in the wild.
Right.
In which case, the
Some
argument
people-
is turn it around.
Some people say that they should be in the wild, and that's better living conditions.
Probably not most of the time. But it's like predators.
Yeah, but what if you're a bird?
If you're a bird, you're
Bird
probably
gets, like,
fine.
this whole
Well, I know
jungle.
Kevin and Peanut were never in danger of getting eaten by an eagle,
Yeah,
which
but-
is that's a 0% chance, which is less than any other number when they're out in the wild. But then again, this is all kind of a frivolous discussion because
none of us really have a strong nuclear opinion on this, so to speak.
Okay. Great. Hope you all are enjoying the podcast. Exciting to host here.
Hey, let's
I'm-
keep it chill. Let's keep it chill.
I'm Jack.
Somehow we managed to maintain a grand total of
Here
8
I
viewers.
am with my brother. That guy. And we're keeping it based. Thank you all for being here. Let us know down in the chat what we should talk about. What?
Ned's wearing off.
I think so. Okay, talk about birds. Your turn to come up with a topic, because these are all mine. We need to talk about yours. Do you have?
I mean, I already talked about all mine.
Talked about yours. Well, yours was just a snow thing, really. That was the only one that you kind of came up with. But the thing is, it's not my topics and your topics. It's more just the topic. Who come up with the topic?
I don't know
doesn't
what
matter,
we've
'cause
been
we're both-
talking about for the past hour and a half.
I really don't know. Honestly, this has flown by.
Yeah.
So the RAM shortage is really crazy.
Yep.
The RAM situation is crazy. Companies that are running AI data centers have become very, very big customers.
Okay, I
for-
need your opinion on this. Data centers, quote, data centers are bad because they steal water from the water supply.
Are you?
Unquote.
Is that your opinion?
No.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's a loaded question, by the way.
Yeah, of course it is. Well, let's take it apart. Data centers are bad because they're taking water from the environment.
Yeah. Now, the reason this is a loaded question is because there are a myriad of environments in which data centers operate. Some of them just exist and don't do anything to the water supply. Others are not set up correctly in terms of like what water supply they're connected to, because you can have like city water supply and like whatever neighborhood water supply you have. And if you're connected to like the same water supply as a neighborhood and you're sucking large amounts of water, you can easily like take water from homes and make it so they don't get as much water from the supply. Or you could just do it correctly. But
Okay.
why the reason this is people talk about this so much is because people think that it's big tech and they don't care about the community, which they probably don't, but that's not the problem here. It's coordination between people who built the data centers and the city who provides the water.
Yeah. That's a
If
good
you
point.
do it correctly, you're not stealing water from everyone, from anyone. But if you do it incorrectly, like some data centers have, admittedly, then you're gonna have problems.
Let's come back to the tragedy of good ideas gone. What did you call it?
Poor execution of good idea, I think.
The danger of but sometimes, which is
Yeah.
the same thing as his. Data centers aren't bad inherently. How they handle water could be bad if it's, again, like you said, done wrong. Resource management, managing environmental resources like water and things like that, and land and pollution and everything. It's very important to get that right. If a data center gets it wrong, then yes, that's a bad data center, because it's a data center that's doing something wrong. Data centers aren't bad just because they're using a bunch of water. It just means that we need to be having more discussions and more collaboration between the cities, the states, and the tech companies to make sure everything's executed well.
Yeah.
And another thing too.
Also, this is a fundamental misunderstanding of the water cycle. People seem to think that if you use water, it just and you spray it at a microprocessor and then it evaporates, because that's how it works. It's called evaporative cooling. Then
Yep.
it just disappears forever.
But it's actually just going up in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And then getting rained back.
That's another solution, is you could just use non-potable water, like water that
You
we couldn't
could.
drink anyway,
Gray water, yeah.
which probably should just be the standard. Honestly, like that doesn't sound like a bad idea. The thing is, it's not a problem with data centers intrinsically. It's a problem with like utilities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be.
And all the people, let me just say this, all the people who are saying the data centers are bad are probably still using ChatGPT for everything.
Yeah, a lot of dumb people use AI for a lot of stuff.
Well, you don't have to be dumb. You can use it dumbly, and you can use it in ways that really don't benefit you, but
Yeah, with the AI thing, AI is like a tool. It's not inherently
Yeah.
evil, but it is
Also,
dangerous.
they're talking about this problem, but there are other problems like stealing people's copyrighted work
Yeah,
and saying it's
it's a little worrisome. It also gets a lot of its information from Reddit,
yeah.
which is a little concerning because I've read a lot of Reddit threads that are filled with bad information.
Yeah.
He's a pile of servers in a building, a pile of servers in a build. He's really good at pretending, never offending. He's a pile of servers in a building.
That's another good point, is data centers
not a
data centers didn't just become a thing when AI became a thing.
Yeah, data centers have been around for a long time. But recently, the boom of data centers and the skyrocketing of computer component prices has been because of AI primarily.
Yeah.
Hard drive,
But we've
consumer
done
hard
it
drives
before.
and RAM chips have gone up unbelievably. Like, we're talking 64 gigabytes of DDR5 for $900. I'm not actually messing
Let's go on Amazon and see what we got.
Yeah, you're not gonna like this. RAM's got expensive
So
because
like DDR5?
and it's not because yeah, DDR5. It's not because are we at 6 yet? Oh yeah, see, boom.
Oh goodness.
I know. You thought I was
What
kidding.
happened?
Chat, go out Amazon.com and look for
It's like
RAM.
a graphics card.
I don't know.
Wait, what about DDR4?
You know what RAM is if you're watching this. Yeah, DDR4 even. Oh, I didn't even know it
I
was
just
that
want
bad.
16 because maybe
And
I'll just sell the RAM.
Here's
in
the
my
thing
desktop.
about it, Liam. These AI companies aren't buying consumer grade products necessarily. It's just they're buying up the raw materials, thereby making it really, really hard for these companies to build the consumer package of these.
The RAM in my PC
Same with hard drives.
is now worth more than it was when I built it 6 years ago.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Honestly, I should harvest the RAM out of my old Mac Mini because I don't use a
Black
computer
market
anymore.
RAM. Yeah, I had Corsair Vengeance RAM, and that's like $100.
I'm pretty sure I spent $23 on my RAM when I built the Hodgepodge Mac Mini years ago. Also, Liam, another thing, hard drives have been hit with this too. Not quite as bad.
Hard
but-
drives or SSDs?
That's a good question. Probably yes.
So a 1 terabyte. I'm not sure about hard drives. I seem to recall they were reasonably
They're very
priced.
prominent in server setups. I can say that from working that professionally. Okay, they don't look bad.
This is fine.
apparently they're getting more
Enterprise drives are a
expensive.
different thing. They're extremely expensive. So
Pause. I actually have knowledge in this field. I'm going to politely and softly not correct you.
it's fine. It's not nuclear power.
The internal parts of hard drives functionally are the same stuff that's in consumer hardware.
Well, yeah. I was talking about SSDs.
So, well, same with SSDs.
Yeah, but
We're talking about the chips and stuff.
there's just more of them.
Just more of them, more
There's
better
more
ones.
protection and like
Yeah,
and
if
caches.
AI companies are buying enterprise grade hardware that's using these parts, well, then inevitably it's going to get more expensive for consumer grade stuff too. That's just what's happened. That's what's happened with RAM, and that's what's probably going to happen with hard drives too. It's kind of like what happened with graphics cards during the crypto boom. Graphics cards still haven't come down as
they
much as
did, but
want
then they
them
went
to.
back up.
Yeah, they went down for a minute.
I wonder
And
if
then
my
Intel tried to get involved with their $500 graphics card, the ARC.
I wonder if my
or
RX
whatever. I don't know
580
enough
has gone
about
up
that
in
to talk
value.
about it.
Not really.
Whatever. But anyway, that's my thought. I think that we finally agreed on something.
We agreed on most everything.
We agree on most things. The thing is, chat, when me and Liam hang out in real life, and not when we're podcasting, just in real life, we agree almost all the time. But the one thing that we disagree on, it usually gets really, really heated. And that's what you witness with talking about solar panels and nuclear power. Next week, if we decide to do this again, we are. I'm gonna be well researched, and Liam's gonna be well researched about nuclear and panels. Me with the panels too. I'm gonna have data. Was it 146?
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. Liam is also our marketing manager,
It seems.
it would seem. Cool. What's
Alright.
next? What's next today? We're already past the point that I thought we'd still be recording, but I feel
Yeah.
all right. We need to wrap. Oh. We're on a shared
Just
Google.
reading the
We're on a
document,
shared Google
trying to be
Doc right now.
discreet.
And he started typing something. I'm like, we need to wrap. That's all right. Yeah. You want to talk about one more topic?
Sure. One more.
One more topic. We covered basically everything that we had on our list, which is fantastic.
Yep.
We hadn't talked about small kitchen appliances yet.
No, let's talk about that.
Yeah, that seems something we could talk about, I guess. Tell me all the appliances you have in your kitchen down there.
Well, I don't own a kitchen, but I live in a house with a kitchen. So I
It's
guess
your
I own-
kitchen.
I guess I own a- There's an oven, General Electric. There's a
Is
microwave.
it electric?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I think it's electric.
Is it flat on top?
Yeah.
That's electric.
Okay.
Okay, what else you got? There's a microwave.
He has a microwave. There's a dishwasher, though we never used it.
That's cool.
There's a sink.
That's cool. That's not an appliance,
There's a
though.
light.
That's also not an appliance.
There's a floor.
That's not an
There's
appliance.
a countertop.
Yeah, I don't think that's an
There's a
appliance.
fridge. That's an
That
appliance.
is an appliance.
That's an appliance.
That's a major kitchen appliance. Do you like your fridge? Did you know that fridges only use like 50 watts continuously? They only use a bunch of power when you
I didn't
power them
know
up.
that. Just slap a solar panel on it, you'll be fine.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Anything other than those? It sounds like you don't have too many kitchen appliances. You have shockingly little.
No, because what I need is a dental drill. And
Yeah,
like
Liam is still in tooth pain.
80 kilograms kilograms of morphine.
80 kilograms of
I
morphine.
could submerge myself in it.
the
And
weight of a
to
human.
get these teeth taken out.
Yeah.
I don't have a very interesting kitchen, but you do, since your apartment is pre-World War II.
Yeah. It's from 1939.
Oof.
Jarba.
Yeah.
I have a picture because I recently redid my kitchen.
You renovated it?
To the extent that I can as,
Oh.
as a renter, yes. Lego.
That's a Lego.
It's a Lego
head.
hair. You can't see it super well. He's a pile of servers in a building. A pile of servers.
I'm curious to see like the total view count because I feel like it hasn't been. It's been more than 8 viewers.
Yeah, it seems like it's. I don't know.
It's been going. People have been coming in and leaving.
Seems like it. If any of y'all have stuck around for the whole thing, well, we appreciate you.
There's been at least one.
Thank you for watching us.
I guarantee you there's been at least one.
Do you guys have any ideas for topics? We kind of run out of juice.
They just want to hear more about the solar beef.
Maybe
That was infuriating for me
nobody's
and for you,
commented
but
about
like,
it.
yeah, well, they didn't comment about much. People always like it when we get angry at each other because it's funny. But I don't want to do that for an hour and a half.
It's funny.
It's funny
Is it
sometimes.
funny?
If it's like
It's
a
funny in
juvenile, like a
retrospect.
very immature topic, like
Funny.
something that no one cares about.
I couldn't find pictures of my kitchen. It's
Yeah.
it's a topic that people do care about, I think. But whatever. So my kitchen, I have a General Electric toaster oven, which used to be in your kitchen.
Right.
I also have a Mainstays Walmart brand toaster. I have a Mr. Coffee maker. I have a Toshiba microwave. Same one that I had when I lived over there. I have a General Electric fridge. I have a General Electric gas stove.
Don't you have a mini fridge?
No. Yes and no. The mini fridge that I had when I lived over there is no longer mine. I let the guy keep it. The old man.
Oh yeah.
I don't, whatever.
He actually sold it on a Facebook Marketplace and then later bought another one.
Yeah, I know. He told me about that. But I do have another mini fridge in my house right now. It's my drinks fridge for my my journaling desk. And then I also have, what else do I have in my kitchen? I have a radio / CD player under my counter.
Oh, do you use it?
Yes,
I remember that thing.
I do.
Or is it the same one?
It's the same one.
Oh.
I listen to the radio and CDs sometimes when I'm washing dishes or cooking food.
All right. Let's wrap it up. What should we end the show with?
It's been an hour and 41 minutes, and we still have learned absolutely nothing. Thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good one, y'all. Have a very good one, y'all.
I was saying, wave or something. Okay. We are professionals.
We should just call this the Social Anxiety Podcast.
The social anxiety. You know, there's the social network. This is the social anxiety network.
Yes. I don't know how I made it this long. You left and I was like,
I still don't know what he talked about.
I don't know what I talked about. You should go back and watch. I tried to start talking about DoorDash or something, and then you came back and I was like, thank God. Because you're my social crush. Not crush. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Crutch. I don't know if you know that. Most people who I hang out with just act as my social crutch.
Social crush.
Let's not
Ladies
talk
and
about
gentlemen, I'm his social crush, Jack. This is my social secret admirer, Liam. We had a great time on the podcast today. See you next week.
See ya.
Same time, same place.